Okay, ho ho ho, and welcome to the Cfs Christmas Special. It's not going to be as good as like the Bob Hope one or the Dean Martin ones or something like that, or whoever, or the Bill Murray one that was on Netflix. But uh, I can assure you that it will at least be somewhat interesting. Um, Wait a second. No, actually, you know what? I can't assure that. So this year for Christmas, I decided to buy myself a whole bunch of gifts because usually people don't give me gifts anymore because I usually tell them like, don't buy me anything. It's like I don't think people would know me well enough to get me anything I would want. So I just buy my own things now. Um, it was a particularly actually white Christmas in Massachusetts this year. It snowed. As you can tell from the footage, you got about a couple inches of powder here, which is not too bad. Um, Not the same as it used to be in yesteryears. I mean, we would get blizzards almost all the time in New England, and I think there was one year we got like 60 inches of snow in like 3 weeks or something, which was just outrageous. But every year it's just less and less now. So So I'm gonna start by opening some of my gifts that I already know what they are, but I'm gonna pretend I don't. So what could this be? Could it be a harmonica? Could it be a very, very, very shitty candy bar? Probably, given the fact that it's pretty rock hard. Well, we're gonna find out. It's a rechargeable booklight because often I have to wear sunglasses when I read, right? So sometimes I can't like actually see like what the fuck I'm reading, um, and this will help with that. And sometimes I like just reading under my covers as well, or in the closet, which is a weird place to read, but it's like it's comfortable. So thank you, Santa slash me. I will get excellent usage out of that. A lot of the things I bought or Santa bought for myself, I think, are just very practical things. Oh my goodness. It's a ink toner cartridge for a Hewlett Packard industrial printer. Santa's amazing. He can make anything. He's a true uh, engineer at his core. I can't believe his elves knew how to make this. He's running a top quality shop over there in the North Pole. But now I can print out all kinds of things that I probably don't need to. Let's see. This is also, I don't know, it could be a framed picture of former President Rutherford B. Hayes. It could be literally anything, any kind of framed picture of any president. I'm gonna get more look. I like I was gonna reply from the show. This is smart. That's also This is issue 193 of The Walking Dead, and this is one of my favorite graphic novel series. I used to buy the omnibuses, but I actually have never read the last issue of it. Let's see. This could be a box of chocolates. It could be. Well, it's looking less edible and more readable. Okay, so this is a guy named Gary Cross, and this book is called "A Social History of Leisure Since 1600." I told you, like, this is gonna be the weirdest bunch of gifts you ever see someone give themselves because this is like stuff like just absolute fucking dorks in word cells and theory cells would, indulge in. This feels like something similar. I feel like I brought a lot of reading material because I'm usually lying down. Oh wow, look at that. It is another book by Gary Cross on free time. I'm very fascinated by the category of free time, and but you didn't need to know all that. Um, this is very soft. It could be dog food. It kind of like has that heft of dog food, like at the bottom, heavy heft. Ah, it's another hoodie, the legit hoodie too. I needed another hoodie. I needed one that was a little bigger because I got fat. Let's see. Oh, this is very flimsy. Could be a calendar. It could be just a very old TV guide. I don't know. Look at that. It's called another graphic novel called When the Wind Blows by Raymond Briggs. If you may be familiar with Raymond Briggs, he's a UK cartoonist, graphic novelist, storyteller who wrote The Snowman, which is considered a classic. I thought I had one more. Here we go. So this is the last one of my self gifts / Santa Claus. Now this is something I'm deciding. I can't decide whether I want to open now or later, because I already know what it is, obviously, but there's a packet within the packet. I haven't opened gifts in so long because I just was like, gifts maybe are a waste of time. I don't know. If someone in my condition, am I ever going to use them? But you know what? Why the fuck not? Aha! It is an old pack of magic cards from the set Alliances. I wanted to open up an old pack of cards. Now, I don't know. Maybe I'll save this for New Year's. But maybe I'll just open it up now. Yeah, maybe that's what we'll do. Here. So this is what we'll do. I don't want to wait till New Year's. Why do that? I could always buy another pack if I wanted to. You know? I don't think this game because the last game that happened is only set because they didn't open it. Because the cost cards in these things are $30. Let's see. I don't want to see that. Wow. I haven't touched old magic cards in a very long time. So this is a called Browse. I don't remember magic cards being this tiny. Is this the right size? Feast or Famine. Gorilla Shaman. Thought Lash. Thought Lash is actually, I think, a pretty good card. It's not like worth anything, but it's a pretty good card. Soul Devi Sentry. Stormcrow. I remember this card. Enslaved Scout. Interesting. Taste of Paradise. Soul Devi Sage. I can already tell you I'm not going to get anything good, but that's okay. Astrolabe. Carrier Pigeons, and the last card is Phantasmal Fiend. So that's a big womp womp. I didn't get anything good, but I did get to open these cards, and I will keep them. Okay, and the last gift is from my mother. Usually she gets me clothes. Because what else is she going to get me? So yes, as predicted, more shirts, more pajama pants, because that's what we in the MECFS community rock. Like absolute gangsters. And a card, which I will not read out loud, but I will read it nonetheless. Most people don't get me cards, which is fine. Seems like a gift card of some sort. So it's a gift card or some sort of. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I decided to just read the last part of A Christmas Carol, which everyone should pretty much know by heart. But I still think it's kind of funny because like reading like how it was intended to be like read, you know. So it goes. So this is the part like which basically acts as sort of like an epilogue, right? In the movies, anyways. So it goes. Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all, and infinitely more. And to Tiny Tim, this is like the funniest aside maybe in British literature. And to Tiny Tim, who did not die. It's like a throwaway line. And Tiny Tim, one of the central characters of the book, and for whom inspires basically through his own like belief in, because Tiny Tim is so like adamant about like the Christ story, right? And so that kind of is actually moving to Scrooge, that like this kid who has nothing, right, could be that, still have that much like what I guess you would call faith, right? And so like we have this investment in Tiny Tim, but like at the end of the book they're like, it's like, oh, and by the way, he didn't croak. He didn't die of whatever that weird thing, that weird injury he had with his leg. Which I still don't know what it is. I guess maybe like rickets or some shit. I have no clue. I mean, sure it wasn't MS. Anyways, he did not die. He was a second father. He became a friend, as good a master, and as good as man as the good old city knew, or any other good old city, town, or borough in the good old world. I kind of like that. I mean, it's like it has a like a rhythm to it, but it's also like it really impresses upon like how like much this guy changed, I suppose, which is like the point of the book. Some people laughed to see the alteration in him, but he let them laugh, and little heeded them, for he was wise enough to know that nothing ever happened on this globe for good, at which some people did not have their fill of laughter in the outset. And knowing that none of this is in the movies. He thought it quite as well that they should wrinkle up their eyes in grins, as have the malady in the less attractive forms. His own heart laughed, and that was quite enough for him. That's in one of the or two of the movies. He had no further intercourse with spirits. There's again nothing in there, but lived upon the total abstinence principle. Again, not in the movies. Even afterwards, and it was always said of him that he knew how to keep Christmas well, as if any man alive possessed the knowledge. That is in every single, pretty much, version. May that be truly said of all of us. And so, as Tiny Tim, I can't speak because I'm kind of high right now. And so, as Tiny Tim observed, God bless us everyone. Now, I'm not religious, but I've talked about this concept, like, or maybe I haven't, I don't know. But the point of this is obviously a very Christianity like heavy like novel, right? It really leans on the concepts of metanoia, right, which is sort of like this deep conversion that you undergo, which is something that sort of George Bailey also undergoes, right? But anyways, I saved that last page just for today, and I butchered it because I'm just really out of stone right now. And yeah, that's my MECFS Christmas special. It was just going to be me opening gifts, reading something very briefly, and engaging in some of my like favorite things. I have it gives me something to look forward to, and for everyone who is not in this good a shape. I mean, I don't feel well at all, by the way, but who's not in as good a shape as I am right now, and fortunate enough to do silly things like this still and entertain myself and to engage a little bit in the world. I wish nothing but the best for you guys, and Um, I hope one day, really soon, that we can all get better or have some effective treatment, and that would be the real gift, wouldn't it? That's what I want more than anything else in the world, just as I'm sure all of you do. And I don't know if I have faith in it, but I do have my reason to believe that um, while it may not be coming on the timeline that we would want, things will be happening if the trend in technology keeps trending in the way it does, and some other things in the advancement of technology and how we think of medical science and especially how we practice it, right, and digest this information, and how that could be used to accelerate drug trials and our understanding of the human body and disease, the very nature of disease, right? That has to be revolutionized, of course. Anyways, I'm getting too serious. Have a good Christmas, and I will see you on New Year, which is my birthday. I'll be turning the big 4-0, so that will hopefully be more of an extravaganza than this.